Okay, I never do this, so this is a little weird. Something new, I guess. But I'm walking at a local lake in Omaha, and it's really beautiful out actually. Um, very very calm, no wind. Just makes me appreciate being out here. Yeah, you get the real me. This is like unedited Shane that nobody's ever seen before. So whatever. I was reading in Ecclesiastes the other day. Don't know who wrote that book. Hard enough just to say the name of the book, let alone know who wrote it. But there's a passage in there. It's kind of a downer, really. It's like everything is meaningless is literally the title of this like section. So it's like, oh Lord, what are we gonna? What's going on here? When you read it, though, after a few times, you start to realize that it's not really negative. I guess it's actually twofold. It's like the way you look at it kind of dictates like how you see life yourself. But as you like look into it deeper, you realize there's a lot of truth to what he said. So it says like everything's meaningless. You know, I could be the most wealthy person in the world. I could have, whatever, 9 houses, be a billionaire, do all these amazing things. But when I die, the next person, they can't, like, who's to say they're going to do any better? Who's to say that it's not going to get worse? So how do you find meaning in that? Like, why work so hard? And I'm not saying don't work hard, but like, why work so hard for something that is just going to be wasted away eventually? That's powerful. So, I used to look at life like everything's meaningless in the terms of like, depression, anxiety, I hate my job, all that stuff. Got a new appreciation for that passage. It's very, very powerful. It's like you have to realize the things in your life that are meaningful, relationships, your faith, whatever you want to hold tight to. It's typically things that are very intangible, right? Because your car's not going to last forever. Your business might not last forever. You wake up the next day and the stock market could crash and whatever. But you have to like hold tight to the things that are intangible in your life, like your relationships. And if you don't take time making meaningful relationships, then the things in life are going to look meaningless. They're going to seem hopeless. You're going to be desperate for like companionship, those types of things. You're just going to be working your butt off every day with no fulfillment. So for me, I don't know, it was powerful as I walk this lake. It's interesting when something happens to you that's so life-changing, and you have these moments where you're like, should I do this? Should I like walk and take a video of myself like all those weirdos on YouTube? But there's nobody around me, so nobody can really see what I'm doing, so that's okay. But finding meaning in life is not trying to climb the ladder. It's not, and there's nothing wrong with those things, but that shouldn't be the only thing driving you. You should be like wanting to grow, to be with somebody, to be with people, to dig deeper, to help people. That's what matters. I look around this lake and I see people walking around Saturday afternoon. There's apartment complex over here. People are just hanging out. That's what life is. Life is about doing life with others. It's not like, Monday through Friday, God, that sucked. And then you get to the weekend, you just sit on your couch, you don't do anything. And then here comes Monday again. No, I refuse to believe that anymore. Take the step right now to choose to make your life meaningful in a different way. And whatever that may be, whatever you're passionate about, what do you have to lose? You only get one day at a time, 24 hours. You're not going to get it back. Time's our worst enemy. So what do you have to lose? Earlier today, this may sound really stupid, but I'm a huge Husker fan. I've been like that my whole life. 10 years ago, man, I'd have been in such a bad mood right now. I'd have been like, oh, my day's ruined. Nebraska sucks. Life's awful. Somebody kicked my dog. I want today to end. But that's not how I look at it now. I'm like, oh, hey, you know, they played hard, whatever. It's football. Life goes on. Got to teach that to my boys yet, but hey, whatever. They're still human too. But yeah, it's funny. Sorry, I'm all over the board with this, but there's a dude walking, and you know, there's so many people I can relate to in the Bible, but really lately it's Paul. I kind of feel like Paul was like a gangster back then. There's a guy walking and his shirt said spiritual gangster. I just started laughing. I literally took my headphones out and I was like, dude, that is awesome. But that sparked something in me. It's like, there's some truth to that. Like, not like, you know, the mob or whatever, but like, don't be afraid to speak what God's telling you to do. Spiritual gangster, it's hilarious. Don't word it like that, you know. But the only reason why I say that is because I've been told on 2 different occasions that I look like Eminem, Marshall Mathers, which I think is ridiculous. First person that told me that was drunk, but he literally showed me a picture. I had a hat similar, my beard was dark, it's back when I had hair. Came up to me and he's like, dude, I thought you were Eminem. I'm like, nope, I don't know why he'd be in Nebraska, but I'm not him. Second time, quite recently, there was a picture of me on social media, and somebody said that I look like Eminem before he was sober. So I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a compliment. Whatever, I'll take it. I don't even know why I'm saying this, but take a step right now in your life to do something meaningful. You know, look in Ecclesiastes. I don't know the book, the verse or anything. I just know it's in that book. Make you like do some digging in the Bible, but you only get so many moments on this earth, and we don't know if it's going to be, we don't know where we're going after this, you know. Some of us think, you know, we're going to go to heaven or hell. Some of us think that we're going to become a tree. We don't know, you know. You have your faith. So, you know, life is short. I've come to realize that. I've come to appreciate that. I'm going to do today, tomorrow, the next day, things to help me take steps to create a more meaningful life, to help people with mental health. The struggle is real. Like, that's such a cliche, but it is real. There's people battling things that you don't know. You know, somebody cuts you off in traffic, you don't know what they're going through, you know. They could be in an emergency, they could just be having a really bad day. But I'm the worst at that, by the way. I don't cut people off, but I like to scream. So, you know, this is probably the first of many videos that I do, but as they come, I just hope you can appreciate the message that I'm saying, if it even makes sense. But I don't know. I'm at a stage in my life. I'm 35 years old. Got a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful boys. I don't want to create a legacy for myself. I want to create a legacy that glorifies God. Because I'm not perfect. You know, I've failed so many times in my life, but I'm still walking. I'm still here. I'm going to still fail. I'm going to still make mistakes. But if I put my faith and trust in God and know that He is my legacy, He's a legacy for anybody that knows me, then I'm calm. I'm peaceful. I'm the most peaceful person I've ever seen in the last 10 years. So many things around me could be causing me to be super anxious, to be depressed. But I'm not. I'm calm. I can only control me. I can't control anybody else. I used to be so consumed with what everybody else thought of me. You know, you try to make impressions with people. They're going to think what they think. You can't do anything to change that. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Don't even give it a second chance. Because there's 2 ways that can happen. People can think really highly of you, kind of put you on this pedestal. Then when you do make a mistake, you could take it even worse. You can kind of go through like it's almost like bipolar in a way, where like you're so manic, but like in like a weird way. And then when you mess up and people are like, I'm disappointed in you, then you just go like, you know, into a hole. You don't want to do anything because you're too afraid of disappointing people, especially if you're a people pleaser like I am, or I used to be. But so just don't be afraid. I'm not afraid, you know. Not afraid of really anything anymore, which is strange, but except snakes. I hate snakes. So, I don't know. I hope you get something out of this message, as I am panting, you know, out of shape. Probably should be running, but I'm walking. Um, and I'm not here to tell people that God is the way. I'm not here to try to say like, if you don't have faith in God, you're going to hell. That's not for me to say. you know, you find meaning in your life that fulfills you. Okay, you do that, you can live the next day, and you can just keep building on that. Stack those days up, so you can create that for you. You're kind of building the legacy for people around you. It's kind of awesome. So don't think I'm trying to sway you to believe in God or whoever, because I'm not. I just want to help people. I feel called to help people specifically with mental health, the fight. The things they go through are very real. You can't see it. It's very, very real. It's really sad. It's hard to understand. But when you're in that fight with them, you got to know that you're opening yourself up to get hurt, but you can't take that personally because you're going to battle with that person. You're going to take some blows, they're going to say some things, they're going to do some things that are going to make you like feel terrible. You're like, man, do they really think that about me? No, they don't. Maybe they do. I don't know. Who cares? You're sitting there helping them. But you have to draw energy from somewhere. So if you're going to help somebody, do it because you want to, not for recognition. That's not what it's about. So, all right, I'm coming up on some people, and I'm a little bit introverted, so I'm in this video. But we'll see what happens. Until the next time I do this, maybe I'll shave my face, maybe I won't. Have a good night, people.